What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Prizepicks NBA player props video. Coming off a video last time where we went 2-0, rocking with the under Nikola Vucevic fantasy score over Luka Doncic fantasy score. Talked about how I thought that Vuce line was really inflated with him having a couple of big games. His fantasy point production really isn't as good as the line was set at, and he had a tough matchup taking on a Brooklyn squad with some really solid defenders across the board. So he was able to hit pretty easily for us. And also the Luka Doncic fantasy score hit for us. That one was way closer than it should have been. I discussed how I had him projected in the upper 50s, like 58, and he had like 10 turnovers. I think he ended with 9 turnovers. He might have literally ended with 10 turnovers. So that's negative 10 fantasy points. He should have cashed easily. Luckily for us, though, he did cash. I talked about how that line had come down from 54 down to 51 when Kyrie was ruled in, and I actually liked it more when releasing that video, and everything panned out perfectly because he ended with 52. So we are currently on a 2-0 run. For those of you that are new to the channel, anytime that you see that there is a run in the title of the video, it means that we are hitting at above a 65% hit rate. The reason that I do that is, as you can see on the screen, if you're hitting at a 65% hit rate, being that I give out 2 picks for free on the channel, you should be getting a really solid return on your investment, 27% return on investment if you're able to hit at a 65% hit rate throughout the entire season. If you were to run 2-mans, it is more optimal to run 5- and 6-man flexes on Prizepicks, which is what I do teach and preach. If you're able to pair these with, another 4 solid plays, that'd be great. I just do the 65% because I'm giving out 2 picks for free. Obviously, those are the picks that I'm responsible for. So if you were to run these picks that I'm giving out for free, I want you to be able to profit a really solid amount of money. That is why I do that the way that I do. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages. Those will be linked below in the description. There's a ton more over in the premium that can be offered. We had some more winners over there this weekend. Do want to give some quick shout outs. Obviously, the weekends are crazy because we have all the sports going on at once. We have NBA going on now, college football going on, and NFL all at once. And we do have a winner in each sport that I want to give a shout out to in the winner circle. D-Rock 22 on the left side with that football NFL win. 5 into 125. Ricky 24 with another NFL win last night on Sunday Night Football, cashing in 50 into 500. Taco Beast 84 with the NBA action with some fantasy score props on Friday. I really liked those Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley props. Those are 2 picks that I was very high on. Threw in some of his own as well with the Luka pick that we discussed on the channel. He also liked Jokic, Curry, and 8 and cash in 550 into 137.50. And then Gary the Druid on the right side. Once again, college football action on the weekends. Nice 5 into $50 win. So shout out to those guys in the VIP circle. We'll talk about 2 more picks for you here on the channel today for free for the NBA action tonight. If you enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated, guys, if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. As far as the percentage of people that are not subscribed to my channel that are watching these over the last 365 days, 61.3% of people are not subscribed. It's free. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does greatly help me out. And I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free all NBA season long. So we'll get into picks. The last thing I'll just say, guys, is please listen to what I say as far as how to sign up for the premium content. There's been so many people that are hitting the click the join button on YouTube. Like I literally cannot think of something else that I can do to be more transparent about how you sign up for the premium. I have graphics on the screen that say premium picks, bonuses, and more linked in the description of the video. Those are all linked in the description. I also comment every video and pin it at the top if you go to the comment section and you can see premium content and click the link. People are joining the YouTube fan club, the join button on YouTube, which is another way to support me. I appreciate that, but they're joining it thinking they're getting the premium. And then they're all mad at me, saying I'm not giving them the service that they signed up for. First of all, when you click that button, it says the premium fan club. It doesn't say the VIP member package. I just don't understand how it's happening. I just don't want people spending money that they don't want to spend and or on the wrong things. So I'm just saying, please click the link in the description if you want to join the premium. I also pull it up on the screen for these videos. If you don't see this on your screen when you go to purchase, you're in the wrong spot. You're not buying the premium. So, I just don't know what else I can do to help, but hopefully this last announcement that I'm making right now helps. I don't know, like link below in the description. It's patreon.com. It says premium content where the link is featured in all my videos. It says it in the comments, premium content in the description, all of the above. So let's talk about the picks. We'll go game by game as we always do. We got 2 fantasy score props for you in this one. Like I said, I'm going to be giving a lot of fantasy score props out on the channel for free just because those other props that are not fantasy score props tend to get bumped like crazy, unfortunately. So, but the fantasy score props I can tend to share with you guys and break down on the channel. So, first game I'd like to discuss is going to be the LA Lakers taking on Miami Heat. This game comes in with a 222.5 over under. It is a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Miami Heat. So, expect it to stay close. We got a nice 110.5 implied team total for the LA Lakers, who have been a beautiful team to target from a usage aspect because we know right where the usage is going to be. They got Anthony Davis, LeBron James, D'Angelo Russell as the main usage guys. Austin Reeves has had some nice contributions as well to the team, but mainly we know exactly where the usage is going. And we know a big part of the team is going to be LeBron James, and a guy that was supposedly going to be on a minutes limit, not really looking like they're sticking too true to that in the early going for LeBron, at least. You look at his fantasy point per minute production, it's been fantastic. He's putting up 1.37 fantasy points per minute in the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format. He's playing 35.6 minutes per game. He's got a 28% usage rate. He has the most fantasy point per minute production in the entire NBA as far as this slate is concerned, besides Victor Wembanyama, the young rookie, but he's producing at a higher rate than Jason Tatum, higher than Giannis, higher than Kyle Kuzma, higher than Kawhi Leonard. All these guys, LeBron getting up there in age, still getting the job done, especially in the fantasy scoring format. And he can do it for you in so many different ways. As far as the game and the pace in this one, that's something you always want to look at. Miami comes in as the 17th fastest paced team in the league. Lakers, 22nd. But overall, when you're looking at the projected pace for the game, it's going to be right around, the average pace in an NBA game. We're looking at a 100.2 pace projected pace, so not a too concerning of a down pace. It's certainly not the fastest game environment, but these are things you want to be looking at. And potential assists for LeBron, as far as forwards, he's up there as one of the top guys. No surprise, 11.4 potential assists per game. The ball is going to be in his hand a ton for those assists, which is great in the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format. And then when you're looking at traditional stats for how this Lakers squad is broken down, like I said, LeBron's playing 35.6 minutes per game, 24.5 points per game. He's shooting 16.7 times, 56% from the field. That's very efficient. Three-point shots been respectable with a 36.1% rate from behind the arc on those makes. Free throw line, he's getting there about 6 times per game, where he's shooting 61%. That could certainly get better, but the blocks and steals have been fantastic for him. 1.7 and 0.8 blocks per game. Of all the things I would say I'm most concerned about, this has been kind of a trend I've noticed in all the studs this year, but the turnovers, like Luka Doncic last time out. Turnovers need to come down a little bit for LeBron with 4.2, but outside of that, like I said, this guy's still producing at an elite rate. He's producing better than all of these high usage guys around the league. Like, obviously, we have some new teams now. Giannis now playing with Damian Lillard. Tatum's got Porzingis added to the squad. Drew Holiday. So some of these guys that traditionally were up there as some of the top producers that are different teams with different builds. LeBron, it's still going to be a lot of LeBron and a lot of Anthony Davis in this team, which is fantastic for the prop that we're targeting tonight in the fantasy score prop. Obviously, we want as much usage going to him as possible if we're going to be targeting his over. And that's what we will be targeting in this video today. I'll pull up the game logs just to give you guys a visual of how he's doing it. I always like to do that, but it's no surprise. He's going to rebound the basketball, assist, score, and then, like I said, the blocks and steals have been fantastic for him as well, and the minutes have been up. There were some rumors that he might be limited in his minutes. He only played 29 in opening night. That trend didn't last for long. He's up there in the mid-30s to upper 30s, if not into the 40s in a lot of these games. So, 24 points, 5 assists, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, 35 points, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 7 assists, 12 rebounds. He's been fantastic, and I think he gets the job done again tonight with where Prizepicks has him priced at. They've got his fantasy score at 44.5. You can see he's cleared this. And for the last 5, averaging 49.8 over that last 5, and that's exactly where I've got him projected tonight. LeBron James, my latest projection on him. I just want to make sure I refresh, so I'm giving you the latest and greatest. Yeah, right around 49. 49 with a ceiling of 60 plus for LeBron James. So I've got him in the upper 40s. He could creep into the 50s. Regardless, this 44.5 line's too low in my opinion for pick number 1. We're rocking with the over 44.5 fantasy score here for LeBron James. Talked about it. He's producing at some of the best clips in the entire league, like better than a lot of these stud players that in the past have produced better than him on a fantasy point per minute rate. LeBron's doing better than him, better than Tatum, better than Giannis. Giannis is a guy that's been the best fantasy point producer besides Luka Doncic the last few years in the NBA. These new team builds, it's just not happening for some of these guys. But LeBron, their team's very similar. Like I said, very reliant on LeBron, very reliant on Anthony Davis, which is fantastic for this prop tonight. And obviously, all the projections factor this in, but I just want to bring that up for you guys just to kind of show you just how good he's been. So that will be pick number 1. And then pick number 2, we are going to go down to another game here, and it is going to be the LA Clippers taking on the New York Knicks. And we're going to talk about a guy we've talked about 1,000 times, it seems like, already on the channel this year, but Prizepicks just isn't adjusting his line. I don't understand why. They're forcing my hand to keep playing this play and keep telling you guys to play this play. And it's Paul George. Now, James Harden is expected to make his debut tonight, but we don't really know how many minutes he's going to play. I don't think it's going to cut into these other guys' usage as much as some may think. I still think these guys are going to be producing at high rates, and a Kawhi Leonard, a Paul George, a Russell Westbrook. And tonight, Paul George is once again too low on Prizepicks. He's another guy that's producing better than everyone at his position on this slate tonight. Paul George at the small forward position, producing at a 1.36 fantasy point per minute rate on the season in the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format. That is better than Lauri Markkanen, better than Azur Thomas, better than Denny Avdija, better than Michael Porter, Chris Middleton, Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Brandon Ingram, DeMar DeRozan, all of these big names that I'm naming off. Paul George is producing at a higher rate than them. Paul George playing, as far as minutes per game, right in the mid-30s. Similar to LeBron James that I talked about, the fantasy point per minute production and the minutes, the line is misrepresented. Once again, I know James Harden is starting tonight. That's all factored into my projections. I'm well aware because I'm sure, anytime there's news like that, I'll get comments of, well, James Harden starting tonight. I have alerts, instant alerts on for every single piece of news under the sun you could possibly imagine. So if there's something that's happening as far as in the NBA or any sports that I cover, I know them immediately. So I know that news. James Harden's going to be starting. The line has been adjusted on Paul George down with that news, and I don't agree because I still have him going out there and getting over 40 fantasy points. You look at the line as far as Prizepicks is concerned, they priced him way down. Got him in the mid-30s. That's just unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. It's a misprice. Paul George, similar to LeBron James, can do it in every single category. He's going to score you buckets. He's going to rebound the basketball. The assist opportunities for him as a forward is fantastic as well. You see 35 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, 27 points, 2 steals, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 19, 5 steals in this game against the Spurs. That's the kind of steal upside that he has. So it's a similar story as to what we discussed with LeBron James, of a guy that fantasy point production obviously is all reflected in the numbers on his permanent basis as far as his production, everything that we just discussed, but he's not reliant on scoring. Some of these guys are very scoring reliant. They can't rebound the basketball. They can't assist. They're not going to get you blocks and steals. Paul George and LeBron James, we don't have that issue. They can do it in every single category. To produce in the fantasy scoring department. It's reflected in the numbers, and this game does have a 1-point spread. Once again, it is expected to stay close. That's important when you're targeting overs. You don't want any blowouts. So both these games, 1.5 point spreads. Both these guys playing solid minutes, and both of them having a permanent production rate that is higher than what Prizepicks is pricing them at. Got to lock them in here tonight. For pick number 2, Paul George, man. Just going to keep playing it until Prizepicks needs to adjust. Once again, a guy I've got projected way over. My latest on him, once again, the projections are factoring in that James Harden's playing tonight. I'm aware. James Harden might not even play his full allotment of minutes, by the way, is another thing we'll just bring up here for those of you that are concerned about it. It's not even an important part of the play, but I just see people being concerned, and I'm not concerned whatsoever. Tyronn Lue said he's likely going to have a minute restriction in his debut. So, we don't even know how many minutes James Harden is going to play. My guess is not as many as some might think. And once again, Paul George, having projected in the mid-40s. I've got him getting like 43 fantasy points. I've got his floor right around 35 fantasy scores. So this is just a massive misprice. Play it again. Like I said, it seems like I'm playing Paul George's over and promoting it every single day on the channel, but for good reason. It's just mispriced on Prizepicks. So love the pick for pick number 2. Rocking with the over 35.5 fantasy score here for Paul George, and that will be my 2 picks. To get you on somebody over on Prizepicks in the NBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you're a new user to Prizepicks and you haven't signed up, you can use the promo code KJK DFS when you sign up today to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. And if you are going to be very serious, you're playing Prizepicks every single night as well as other apps, the VIP member package is going to be where it's at for you guys. You sign up on this page. The link will be linked below in the description. It's on Patreon. You'll sign up. The very top post you'll see of how to access the content. I would highly recommend reading that. And I'm also going to message you. You're also going to get automatically messaged when you sign up via email. The email has instructions on how to link to the Discord and get access to all content. The top pinned post has directions of how to get links to the Discord and access all content. And I also message you immediately, myself, manually, when you sign up with all directions on how to access the Discord. So you should have plenty of resources of figuring out how to access the content. It should be pretty easy when you read. And you should be able to join us over there and start winning with us. So we'd love to have you join if you're interested. Thank you for tuning in. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.